Hello, and welcome to another lesson in using the passive voice. Today's lesson is creating the passive voice. First, let's go back and look at the active voice. The active voice is created using the subject-verb-object model. Subject, verb, object. In many ways, the passive voice uses a similar model, but the object is now the subject. The cat is inspecting me. I am being inspected by the cat. Let's look at an everyday sentence like, the iguana is eating an apple. But what if we want to talk about the apple instead? We move the object to the subject of the sentence. The apple is being eaten by the iguana. To make this a negative, we would place the word not after the auxiliary verb. The apple is not being eaten by the iguana, which of course is not true. To make it a question, we place the auxiliary verb before the subject. Is the apple being eaten by the iguana? The answer is yes. In the passive voice, we want to talk about the object. In this case, the object is a ball. We're going to use the word retrieve, which means to bring back. The active sentence is the dog will retrieve the ball. In the passive, the ball is now the subject. The ball will be retrieved by the dog, we hope. Wait, what's happening? Sir, we're under attack! The passive voice takeover. Part 2.5. The return of the passive. A long, long time ago, in a construction far, far away, a passive was used to create a real... Alright, okay, so that was silly. Anyway, let's practice creating passive sentences from active sentences. I'm going to give you some active sentences, and you create the passive. You may want to pause the video before you see the answer. Most of the class is reading the same book. The same book is being read by most of the class. The factory workers wrote a letter to the head of the company. Wrote a letter. A letter was written by the factory workers to the head of the company. You can also say, a letter was written to the head of the company by the factory workers. They have not finished the building. In some cases, it is okay to leave out the subject in the object form. For example, the building has not been finished yet by them. We know that the builders built the building. Remember to pause after each active so you can practice. Well, that's it, and I hope you enjoyed today's lesson on the passive voice. Remember, if you need extra help, there's lots of stuff online, and your book is a great resource. Okay? See you soon.